Uh,
Honestly, the Atlas not the charge since the call off.
okay, the last time. So we made sorry for the break in transmission. We're back after tracking and reconciling the score. Igali made we league nights, opening the hell and the triple word lane. So Tega asked this. NUNWIJA, he went for it's not correct. He went for Ouija for 57 points and he has overtaken the lead. I think Tega will win this round now. This is the last set of tiles for Precious. He's going to go score 18 points. Sorry, the score has not been updated. This is the score after Gali made his move of midnight. Okay, he's making his best top choice of Ur for 18 points, but I think it's still a lose for him. So Finlit or Aniti would have been safer for him. We can get the final score now. It should be 424, 403, 424 for Tega, 403 for. Okay, I think it's updated 429 for Tega, then about 400 and something for 406 for Prayers. So that's the final score. We'll see in the next game. We're still trying to settle some network glitch and like. Sorry for the break in transmission in the other game. Finlit or Anilix team have done it for Gali, but he missed that. Tega stood the game with Fuja. All right, thank you. Let's adjust our cables and network for the next round so we can have a flow, a smooth run. Take us to this 429 to 406. Bayelsa against Data against Bayelsa. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome to the round two of the Scrabble team event. Right on screen now, we are having another master category on screen in the person of Jim of the Moment for Team Ogun and David Ua for Team FCT. All right, and beside me, I have Ms. Sola, who will be joining me to make commentaries in this round. We'll be having different people on the commentary room just to give it more juice and make it more fun, different voices, different options, different decisions. All right, the game is underway. Can you say hi to them, Ms. Sola?
Hello, everyone. It's really nice to be here, commentating alongside Joseph Bukiri today.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice to have you here. Doko, Mumi just drew the swag and gracefully there's a bingo there. Quiz. Do you think we'll be able to spot this? This is so beautiful.
Of course, I mean, he already has it arranged on his rack, and yes, it's not even wasting any time. It's just making the play.
Wow. Quiz for 92 points is playing it vertically. If I'm correct, that's a very fast move from Jimo Abdulrahman, a continental expert. All right, the viewer are on page. I don't know if you challenge that word. You think he's going to challenge the word? We can't really see the timer now. Oh, you think he's going to make a challenge? You can't just start the game with this kind of awkward word and just allow your opponent to just really want to the back and take something else. So he's making a challenge, and that would be an extra 10 points. Correct? Yes, it's 102. Let's quickly adjust it, add extra 10 points to that. Sorry. So that's 102 points. I think we will start running away with these points now. Paid for David Ura. Let's check out for his best move. Best move here is Chomp. I don't think any of his floats on the board. Will he do Chomp?
Yes, he arranged it already. It's just left for him to commit to the play.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Chomp. The rack is even a dead rack that doesn't play to any floats. That's like too tough. Yeah, Chomp, 28 points, keeping ATE to reply with a bingo in his next turn. I think it's committed already. Okay. DEFBIRD is the next route for experts main representing Ogun State. Our top quackle choice is begged to reduce the floats on the board. And we hope to see him do that or do something much more better. Bed will be keeping FED. I'm quite sure that I've been observing that Doko tends to play most of Kwaku top choices, while Mumin just make his own moves and maybe the top or second best option. I think we should do bed in this turn, blocking the flow, taking his maximum score, and going on with the move.
Yes, that should be what's doing. But then again, you never can tell, you understand? We cannot even tell what's going on in the minds of these players. Sometimes they just decide to give themselves some chances. But considering the fact that I started with 102 points, I feel like he's going to try to condition the board in such a way that his opponents will not feel too comfortable with the entire arrangement.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Bed is committed, and that's 33 points. He's moved to 135. His opponent is on 28. He has a lot of work to do. He's having VIIOTEA to move now. So, like you said, now the board is now conditioned in a way he has to play bingo to the S and open the triple, or use the M or the P. Beautiful play. This rag does not look like a rag that we've been playing to a float. So, what can he do? Yeah. He don't want to let go of his E. His desktop move is VIE. It gives out a lot. Do you think he's going to do that?
Possibly, it is possible. Keeping IoT, I think.
Okay,
yes.
Okay. But if you does IO, it's cool, pretty much cool because they will keep Vita Hay and you can play a big comedy bingo to this S or across the ID feed, you know.
Yes, that's true. But then again, he might be thinking of getting rid of as much tiles as possible to go into the back to drop more tiles.
That's true. Let's see what we can do. All right, it's making a move of IO. Beautiful, beautiful. Like I presumed, V can come here. He can also play blue to the hairs. But with this kind of score, I think we should be able to drive it right round to the end of the game. But Scrabble promises you nothing. We have some 8 on 10 on centers, 2 blanks, some biggies that can deliver good scores. So let's continue enjoying this game and see how it pans out. Moment is to move now with Felty DN. Right? Yeah, same Irene Felty. I don't know what he's planning to do too. Okay. This guy is really playing well. He's making his top choices in the moves. Felty for 32, or Fendi for 33. All right. You just need to keep scoring and try to constrain the ball. This move is going to be opening ES there for top tiles like F or H, But this move blocks the S and also takes away the bingo lane, but also introduces new set of floaters, the Y and the D.
Yes. But he already committed a play of time keeping FL to chum to make it chum.
CYNED. Okay, CYNED.
And apparently, it is not acceptable.
Yes, so we don't know if his opponent will
challenge
that or just let him go. I think he's on hold. Maybe I think there's TYNE, but it doesn't take a D. Okay, jumping. We are not even saying jumping. So
Yes,
jumping is not correct. Jumping is wrong. I'm sure we know that this word of time because there's TYND to time day, so you should know the 2 anagrams, Jumping looks bad. Wow, I didn't even think about it. I was thinking I can put my own right there when it's my turn to play. All right, it's going to be racing this turn and giving a chance for the opponent to power back into the game. Wow. Yes. All right, that's bad word.
Joe, do you think this loss of tone will be very crucial for him? I mean, considering the fact that it's on 135 and his opponent is on 45, it is much of a lead, about 91 points. And his opponent doesn't seem to have a bingo.
Yeah, you're right. This loss of tone can actually change the whole dynamics of the game. His opponent will now have to play and go to the back before him and maybe come with. Remember, I said there are 2 blanks on the sack.
Yes.
And once he plays, it shortens the 90-something point lead to about 60-something, then goes to the back and become with a bingo. And he's back to his same rack of Fendi and Fendi LT. I think that loss of tone can be very crucial for him if he lost this game.
True. Because Scrabble is a game that doesn't promise him.
Beautiful. So he's going to do Val now. Taking TEEI. Top choice Kwaku says Valte, but that one is letting go of a lot of his beautiful tiles. So Val looks cool, pretty much cool. Let's commit that. I think he has committed that already. Beautiful. So right now he's now we can see the score is now looking a bit moderate. If it comes to the bingo now, moment will be feeling so devastated. There's still having a rack of Felty ND, and I guess you should do Felty to the Val. Wow, I see FY here. FY keeping DLNT and Felty for 37. What should we do?
I think I'll play Felty instead. Okay. I mean, leaving just 1 vowel and 4 consonants is not really optimal in this situation. So getting rid of as many consonants as possible, going to be back. Beautiful.
But are you considering that it's letting go? It's opening 8 times 4 to the double word square. That will turn to times 4 or times what things.
I mean, sometimes we really do not have to overthink these things because the game is still in its early stage and it's leading with over 100. So yes, I think he's comfortable at this point.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, 172, 67. Oh, over 100. David Ura picks on duplicate is again, and it's to move with MEETEIO. MEE looks cool, or EME, any of the two would be good for him. Top Kwaku moves Emil, very beautiful move, but considering the Z out at this spot here, maybe so disastrous. You doing Mel or Mole something?
Mole, it's looking like he's going to play Mole.
Okay.
Yes, but he has not committed the move yet.
He has to really share this duplicate.
Yes, I mean, having 3 E's on your rack and you are trading, you really do not want to be having him struggling with house at this stage,
Yeah.
He has to get back in the game as quick as possible.
Wow, does he commit that? That's interesting. Does the
Yes,
MOL?
yes, just
Wow. The rack leave is not too friendly for him to play bingo. Between TIEEE. Wow, I don't really know why he did that. Okay, Mumi is also struggling with some vowels.
yes, I mean, he has 3 I's.
INADE.
In a game of Scrabble, you would think that your opponent has good house and you never can tell. You might be struggling and your opponent is struggling as well. You understand? And then you're trying to be too defensive, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really work out for you.
Right, beautiful. It's a very beautiful move from me here. He's having duplicate 3 I's and DANE. We're dinner for 30 points. It'll be beautiful for him to spot that. The word takes an extra extension of L. He won't want to do INIA here. INIA FA gives out a lot.
Yes.
Then it looks cool, but keeping duplicate highs won't be cool.
Yes.
He has to look for a way to shed those highs. And Regina looks like the best choice, but it's not going to be easy to see most of these moves on the screen.
Of course.
On the other hand, the reviewer for FCT has I and TINE, so it's not still looking like he has any big here.
Yes.
Mumin is still in control of this game.
Joe, do you think if he had gotten rid of the 3 E's, maybe 2 or 1 extra, do you think he would have a bingo now?
Yeah, definitely, I think so. But I don't know why he didn't put E to the mole. The mole, I'll just drop 1 E there. Maybe he's scared of the hooks of mole to, the mole takes D and some other words. So he's looking at the giveaway for the mole there will be too soft. And unfortunately, Mumin has the D,
yes,
so it does be too careful. But when you're training, you don't have to be too defensive. You have to come ball out, You
want to give yourself chances to come back into the game. Looks like Mumin just committed the play of India to
all right. India.
AMA.
Yeah, he has to shed out those duplicate eyes. All right, so we didn't see Virginia, which looks so cool, pretty much cool for 30 points. But this is also a cool one.
And Mumin has drawn the first blank of the game, although he has all vowels alongside the blank.
All right. That's why it's cool to always try to play out more. He played 5 here, he played another 5 here, where David is playing 2 tiles, so you have to also learn how to dispose tiles. Tiles 1 over also matters in the game.
Yes.
He's playing I, but he's not playing it to give him a very good score of 27. He's just playing it to get 22. FY, EYE, constraining the board. Top Kwaku choice is saying I for 27 points, 13E, which opens the board much better because there was Valte and the likes, So he's going for these. He's constraining the board for himself and he's trading. Mumin with duplicates E's, 4 E's, IO and blank. I'm sure he's going to shed out 2 of those E's and pray for consonants. I won't think he would be changing in his tone.
No, he committed
E's, yes, E and the vowels. I think the viewer is not saying vowel to you because she should have been able to do something much better there since. All right, she has committed that already. Yeah, went to pick his styles. David is having TETEING. If he has a outfloat, he will play ringeter. He doesn't have that. He can do heat, a new word. Okay. Okay, still thinking about it. What will you do here? He's floats around the board. The board is in the favor of Mumin right now, and he's still leading with about 90 points in this game and holding the second blank. With 56 on 10 tiles, this looks like a game for me because having that blank already is going to play a bingo, and opponent also play a bingo, but it's going to be having the same lead.
I mean, it can play YEET, keeping EGINT. It's really not a bad rack lead. It's still promising, keeping the ING, and then the board is still quite open. I mean, there's Latin next to India, If it plays YET, the T is a float, IO is still there.
Yeah.
You understand? And yes, one blank is still out. You still have the Q, the J, and the other tiles.
Beautiful. He has committed that already. That's his first move that he admitted to follow Kwaku in this turn. Okay, he's committed means admin, small vowels, GEOI, AE blank. Open now because he knows he has a blank.
Yes.
Punishing even if the bingo, open on that lane of the board. Top Kwaku move. Right? He also has a gate, but he prefers to keep the E.
Yes.
Beautiful move. So if UI is playing the bingo to the T, he can also have his own bingo because the lane was introduced now.
Yes. And the IO is still, very much open.
Yeah, very much open right there. Beautiful. UI is having TOG sign. Beautiful drag. Beautiful
mitogenic.
Mitogenic. Oh, thank you.
Oh wow. It's really going to take a lot of insights, to be able to spot that move.
Yes, just like Virginia, we didn't see on the board. That's not much punishment because you're leading, you can't find a 30-point move, you play a move that is to display two of your eyes. I don't think I'll be seeing this coming down. Do you think so?
I really do not think so.
With the way you have been playing fast moves, this might not be dropping, but it will be beautiful to see this, and it will be able to close the gap a bit. But I'm sure Women will also bounce back.
All right, I do not think we're going to see that. I think it's being gone to the end from India.
15 points between CINTE. Anyways, that's a good rank balance. That's a good rank balance for him. Women is having ALADOE. Beautiful rack, and I'm sure it's going to bingo in this turn. A couple of bingo. Alamode. Alamode is beautiful already. Salated to the T and Gallopade. Wow. Wow.
You really do not want to be having situations like this where you have almost bingos and then your opponent, who already started with 100 points lead, is coming back into the game with another bingo. I think he has spotted Gallopade rather.
Yeah. 77 points.
Oh my goodness.
Wonderful play by me. Committed already. Wow. Beautiful. So UI is really trailing now, really trailing now. No bingo in this turn. CINTEDS, still no bingo. Wow. Man, the funny thing about Scrabble is the person that's even trailing and trying to look for a bingo is not getting the bingo. The person that is just playing out because it's leading already is not the one getting the bingo.
Yes.
So it promises you nothing naturally.
It doesn't.
Okay, in the first glance of this track, I can spot an A float for distance. When there's no A float on this board, it's terrible for him. Kwaku is suggesting he just drops his D to vaulted, keeping that beautiful rack leaf. END is the second best choice, but taking out that E may be disastrous for him.
Yes.
He has to leave the E on track. He has to take a bit more time to think of what to do here again. The rack has not been too good. I also think he has not been making some good choices. The rack leave and options are not too cool.
At this point, I think it's safe to say that it might not be coming back into the game rather, because this margin it's
302, 147. That's pretty much big for him to catch up with. We needed 2 bingos to a bingo and another 50 points. And when you play this bingo, his opponent will also play. So you got to do a lot of work to be able to steal this game off Mumin.
Yes, because Mumin is leading with about 155 points, and wow, it's really.
Yeah, I know it's going to take some time in this move.
Yes.
You know, if the rack was sweet, can he drop C somewhere? Can he play in beat vaulted?
I can only imagine what's going on in his head because at this point you do not want to be making any mistakes and you do not want to spoil the flow of the rack, you understand? Because it is actually looking like something that can yield the bingo in the next turn.
Yeah, but that's galloping is a very beautiful finding by mean playing to be triple. I'm sure he could have also played oxalated and Alamo. Actually, I would have done Alamo because but opening the triple word lane there is crazy. But if I don't see my gallopade and I see my Alamo with my lead, I will take it and go ahead. All right, we're still expecting you have to play, thinking of what to do.
Okay,
Kama looks good for 9 points, keeping that 10 days. I think I like Kama.
yes, he committed Cobb, although he already played C or B.
Wow, that means he's even blocking out himself again across the line of F1. Not too good. Kama scores better than that. Kama scored 9.
And he's still giving him chances to, it's giving him more openings for his bingo.
Mumin will be happy with this Cobb move because he has taken off his grief from that this 150 lead. Wow, that's cumbersome. You mean to move BINN, LET. I'm sure we want to start thinking of blocking this board, buy for 81 point low school, keeping LNT. We can see him arrange Benny. Where is he planning to put that? Okay, we'll see where you put that. I hope that's a good word. Oh, it is. J8 Benny for 22. Playing out more to make the game end in no time.
Yes, and Mr. David already drew a bingo. It can be good to the IO.
Think, yeah. At least he has been scheming. He just has to reduce the deficit and hope for the best in his next draw.
Yes, I really do not think he can win this game, but he can just reduce, the deficit because it's a team event and then cumulative matters a lot in games like this.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Steadying or think should come down now. And on the other side, we can see Mumin having Joel ZHT. Wow.
You can imagine, it's really looking like this game is one-sided because there's one person that started with a bingo with the Q, and then he has played another bingo with the blank, and then he has gone into the back to pick 2 biggies. I don't think there's any coming back from this game. I think it's a gun game at this point.
It's safe to say so, but you have to look at the fact that there's another blank, and we can make a mistake on error of playing a child with funny, and you can also come back to you can also come back to play on that game. So Scrabble is a never say never game, never give up. So we can't just assume that. You see, after 5,000 sack, let's see how it pans out. Sting has been committed, I guess. Okay, beautiful move. Mumin is having some good tiles for some good eating score of 30 points, across 30 to 40 points in this game.
Wow, he even has a play of hotel for 48 points without using the J or the Z. This game is really one-sided, like I said. It seems like Mr. David already drew the second blank, but then can he really do much in these games? Do not really think so, other than reducing the deficit. I think it's safe to say.
I don't think we want to do hotel because it's opening the other side of the board.
Yes.
And there are 2 S's in the bag and 1 blank, and you can feel the man can just go and play another bingo again now, and now it starts being very too close to comfort. So as you can see, I arranged ZOL on the track to play at the back of Sting.
38 points.
38 points.
Wow.
And he has changed it to hotel again to take his maximum score. Wow. It's interesting to see that he's spending money of his personal.
Yeah, it just really shows how, this is the Masters category. Of course, we're expecting optimal moves from these players, you understand? I think he's going to play hotel for 48 points. He has not committed yet.
It's actually a good move. Even if your opponent plays a bingo, you still have
Yes,
this
it
game
still has
to
a,
score
he
very
has,
well, very well.
yes,
very
he has, and he has extended his lead to almost 200, if I'm not mistaken, about over 150.
Yeah. Okay. This US track now, Fava RN. There's a new word of Fav. If he does that, he leaves the E8 spot open. I want him to do that so that he can give himself a chance. But what if he doesn't know the new word Fava?
Considering he's a master player, I feel like he should have gone through the, you know,
Yeah,
the new
yeah,
word
yeah.
list.
Coming into a tournament. Yeah.
Yes. And then it still has the second black, although it doesn't really have a lot of choices on where to play the bingo if he eventually gets one. You know, we just have the T as a float, you know, playing through the T. It doesn't score much, but you know, something like I said, this is the team event and he has to reduce
Yeah.
the deficits by
It will be able to see that Fav there or any other place on the board, keeping round blank. Fav goes here, Fav goes here, Fav also goes here. Let's see what he's going to do.
Okay, so I think he's playing. Is this? Oh, I think he's using his blank. Wow, that was very unexpected. I did not
I
expect
think
that.
it looks like he has
Yes, and he has
considered this move,
Yes.
this game to be a gun game. So maybe he just wants to just play and
reduce.
reduce the deficit and just stand up and sign and go.
Wow, I'm not really sure I'm a fan of him. Considering that there are still quite a number of tiles in the back and
Yeah.
yes, he could have given himself a
So
chance.
Queen has this now. He also went ahead to pick another big lead in K, and he can do Z for 58 points or 56 points, and he has done that so quickly. He's keeping jail. That's so beautiful. He's amassing a lot of cumulative for his team in this round.
Yes.
That's cool to see, pretty much cool to see.
I think we can see that this game was actually one-sided because wow, you know, and amazing play from Jimo Abdulmumin, I must say, you know, from spotting his bingo from the beginning for 92 points.
For Queens,
Yes,
that's a beautiful move. That's a beautiful move. If he had missed that, he may not be able to be leading this much.
Yes, it could have gone either way, you know.
Someone may play QI in that first rack, keeping COURS, you know. But he spotted this.
Maybe you are talking to
He spotted chorus.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. You are at WWE runs. WWE runs to move. I'm sure he has considered this game to be a gun game.
Yes, and
not
much
to
end game.
Yeah, already. EWW is a new word. You do that, keeping runs and hope for something miraculous to happen. But this board does not look like something miraculous will be happening in this board.
I really do not think the board can accommodate any bingos any longer.
Yeah.
It just has to keep scoring. And I don't think he has much options to score. I mean, his top score is EWW for 17 points. You know, it's not really a lot.
Yeah, he missed a couple of good turns for him to have made this game a bit, tight.
Yes.
But he missed them, and that's why he's finding himself in this condition now. And like you said, using the blank for Favas at that turn was not too professional. You know, you're trading your your S, your blank for S there to do score extra 9 when you could have played Fav or Fava across any other side of the board to leave that space open for a bingo.
Yes, and the play of Mo keeping 3 E's at the early stages of the game.
So those are the turns that are now haunting him in this game. And it's giving a lot of cumulative out to his opponents.
Yes, because you can imagine playing your opponent's playing is your best move and you are there trying to balance and short scoring itself. It's really going to tilt in the favor of your opponents.
Yeah, it's not in the video. Like I said before, you may have not covered the new words. You know, I was saying before that, you actually said the top master should have done that before coming into the tournament. Because Fab here, because beside the hotel school, FEH and Fab school there, but he went to play at use his blank. Now it's not seeing Sion, it's not seeing EWW, but it's doing Sion. So pretty much cool. Looks like he has considered this game. He's racking with the WRT, which has no synergy in this board to, score high or play bingo. But the board can still be open, if you can play something on top of chump.
Yes, I mean, even if it eventually opens the board, I really do not think it can win this game. All it can do is just reduce the deficit.
Yeah. This game, even if it opens there, like I just said now, the opponent will also go there to, block it off. Yeah, I've been looking at this Allies space a couple of time. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Good score around that side, Women's rack is pillar JR. You can do pillar there and empty the sack or something, and the game does end. You can do Raj to Ados and REHS.
Yeah, I just committed Raj for
31
31
points.
points.
Yeah.
I think the game is over. I think the game is practically over.
Yeah, I can say that too. Because it's ties out already. And this is US rack and do Dukes EX for 31 and thus resigning the game. Yeah, that's committed already. Women's black track is OAT, PRHL, also beautiful, beautiful. I expect him to support that across the ZE space. How opt auto. Yeah, that's his next move. That should be his next move. Around that side, he has the tiles to overlap the ZE to get a couple of 20, 30 points or 33 points,
When you be playing optimal moves, it just shows. I mean, even in the end game, Mumin is scoring over 30 points. It means he has been maximizing his styles and playing optimally.
Definitely so, definitely so. All right, it's one game for Mumin already. Old Pearl by UR's one SRT. 458 to 272. Almost 200 lead difference. Wow.
I think Mumin is taking his time to make this play, although at this point, I really do not think it can't even lose the game at this point. The lead is already too much.
Yeah, I think yes, I went also swag, and that's be coming down soon.
All right, I think he's committing the play of auto, and he has committed. He has played auto for 33 points. Wow, which takes him to 491.
You as this and not much for him to do. Down
Yes,
on there.
he's also on 1 minute, about less than 2 minutes for him to make his play.
Yeah. So congrats to Omumen for delivering on stream for his team. He will just hope his other team also wins. His team player also wins their game so that this won't be a waste for the team.
Yes, it's definitely. Seems like he's really taking his time to make his move. All right, he committed the play of AWN on
Okay, we can finish the primaries 9 points. Right.
all right. Mean just played primary for 9 points, and yes, we've come to the end of this round. Congratulations to Jimo Abdulmumin. I mean, it's a well-deserved win. You know, it was playing very, very, very good moves. And yes, thank you very much. We'll see you in the next game. All right, welcome back. This is round 3 of the team event at the National Sports Festival 2024. And on screen now we have John Ayedu from Team Lagos facing Igali Precious from Team Bayelsa. All right, so Igali Precious just made a move of BIDI from his rack of BIDI 8CE. And then we can see the signs from John Ayedu. All right, we have the sign from John Ayedu, and yes, it has quite a number of places to play it. You can play it to the double word score to score 74 points. And yes, we should be seeing the signs because he has it arranged already. Mr. Igali Precious has LIATEEA on his rack. Quite a number of vowels, I must say. Oh wow, what's this? S Dines from John Ayedu. He has not committed the play yet, but I do not think he's going to. I mean, he's probably confusing it for S Danes. I think he's going to commit. Wow, this would be really, really sad to see at the early stage of this game. Oh, I do not think Mr. Igali Precious is going to challenge this, although it gave him the right float. And we are going to see Alienate come down through the end of its dines, which is not valid. All right, so Alienate has come down, and Mr. John Ayedu has GLNORTD on his rack. All right, so I think he's playing Dong through forming alienated DONG. Yes, he has committed the play. So this is Dong for 28 points, keeping RLT. That's a good lead if you ask me. Picking the right vowels with this would actually give a bingo. Okay, so Mr. Igali Precious has OUOHULK, and I think he's doing OUK, keeping HOUL. That's a wise decision, if you ask me. Yes, he has committed play. Okay, so from his rack leave of RLT, Mr. John Ayedu has gone to draw CRIM, one vowel, and I think he's making a play of metric through the E of the Steins, which you played earlier. All right, so Mr. Igali Precious is to move now and is playing womb, keeping OUL. From his previous leave of HOUL, he went ahead to draw WOM. OUL is actually a very good rack leave. Okay, so we see Vapor RL on Mr. John Ayedu's rack and he's playing Vapor Womp. All right, welcome back. Sorry for the breaking transmission. It is Mr. Igali's turn to move, and on his rack he has ILEVAAL. Kwaku is saying he can play Arval through the R of Vapor for 21 points, but I think he's doing Dal instead for 18 points, keeping VILE. Okay, so we have seen the first blank of the game from Mr. John Ayedun, and he has quite a number of good tiles to go with it. I mean, he has the J and the Y. He has the J and the Y alongside the blank, and yes, it's taking its time to make his move now. So let's see what Kwakula has to say about this. All right, so Kwakula is saying he can do TYNE underneath BDs for 29 points, keeping JR blank. It can also do JAR, keeping ENTRY blank. But JAR scores 10, and I do not think he wants to underscore, considering the fact that the game is still fresh and the margin is just 6 points. You understand? It's a really close game. So he wants to have a score. Although, if he wants to take a score, he can play TYNE for 29 points, which I think is considering. And ENTRY blank. That's if he plays JAR, keeping ENTRY blank, might increase his chances of playing a bingo soon, to increase his lead in the game. Yes, okay, I think he's going to commit the play of TYNE. That's tying for 29 points. Let's see. All right, he has committed the play of time for 29 points. Okay, so on Mr. Igali's rack, we can see WOILEVY. Yes, and he has a couple of good moves to make. He can play Wolf, can play Wolf for 25 points. He can play Wolf for 27 points, keeping eye wide. And then I think at this point, both players want to get rid of as many tiles as possible, to go into the bag to pick better tiles. It's just the early stage of the game, and yes.
So what do you think, Mr. Who's playing?
Mr. Igali Precious.
What do you think he wants to play? Is it Vowel or Wolf?
I can see him arranging Vowel. I think he's going to play Vowel, keeping IE. That is a wonderful keeping IY. Oh wait, what's this? He's playing. Is this Audi? Okay, he's playing Audi. Okay. The play of Audi is not so bad, I guess. Yes, Audi. Mr. John Ayedu as JUNIRT blank. And let's see.
What do you think?
He has Jean for 23 points, Jowly for 18 points, keeping INRTU. I think I would prefer Jowly.
Do you like the move of Mr. Igali?
Yes.
Because I feel Mr. Igali is being offensive, not necessarily. Just imagine the reload takes against. They do not have the S. So why would you be something like that?
I think because we still have two S's out, two blanks. To him, two blanks are out. He doesn't know his opponent has one of the blanks already. He might just be giving himself a chance to take a lead in this game. You don't want to be too defensive at the early stage of the game. Okay, Jowly was played by Mr. John Ayedo. He has committed the play of Jowly for 18 points. So we've seen Jowly come down, and Mr. Igali has IERONX. All right, so I do not know what the last cell is. Oh wow, Mr. John Ayedu has drawn the second blank. Wow, two blanks at once. This is okay. Apparently the last cell is a V. All right, so he has committed Viners to the S from Steins. He has played Viners for 19 points. Viners for 19 points. Yes, we should be seeing a bingo come down now. I think Mr. John Ayedo is thinking of playing to the Q from quad. He has two blanks and he has U, such a perfect combination if you ask me. All right, so Quartin for 82, Quatrain for 82, Pointer, Quartin for 82 as well. Squinter. All right, so I think this is Quinter, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's going to play Quinter. Okay, I think it's playing Quinter. He has not conceded the move yet. It's 2 points with both blanks. So both blanks are out, and Mr. John Ayedo is on 309. So Mr. Igali Precious is 320. Mr. Igali Precious does not have a bingo, although he has the X and he can use it to score a good number of points. All right, so from his rack, he can score 42 if he decides to play XU. Yes, I think he's playing XU for 42 points, you know. He could have as well played Coxa. Coxa scores him 48 points, keeping HUE, which gives him a chance to go into the back to fetch more tiles. But he has played XU for 42 points. All right, Mr. John Aido as PATOOIE. PATOOIE. You know, it's not a bad rack actually, you know, playing OO, keeping AEIPT. It's actually a very flexible rack if you ask me, you know, playing IO as well, keeping AEOPT. And he can decide to do partial for 30 points, keeping OE, which gives him a chance to go into the back to draw more tiles. I mean, it's not it's still a close game, you know. Yes, we're in the early stage of the game. I mean the game is halfway gone, 21 tiles left in the bag, you know. Everybody wants to score as much as they can to get a solid lead. All right, so I think it's playing partial for 30 points, keeping EO. Yes, keeping EO. Yes, partial for 30 points, keeping EO. That's a very good move. Mr. Igali Precious with ONCHASE. Yes, ONCHASE. All right, so you can decide to play Sancho using his S for 42 points. Yes, Sancho for 42 points. You know, they have to keep scoring at this game, at this stage of the game, to extend, you know, to keep it a very tight game, because this is 339 to 272. So he doesn't want to short score himself, and the board is actually getting conditioned. We do not have a lot of floats, and we just have 16 towers left. And other than the E and the R and, you know, over partial, we do not really have a lot of places where a bingo can land in this game. So we still have the R as a float, the E, and yes, 2 blanks are out. So it's really anyone's game at this point. It's still anyone's game at this point. All right, so I think he's playing Chai. I think he's playing Chai for 27, keeping EONS. Chai for 27, keeping EONS. Mr. John Ayedu has BETIOES on his rack, and yes, he has good plays. He has Boyd for 19 points, OE keeping BEIST for 23 points. Playing OE leaves the R as a float and the E. But if he wants to be very, very defensive, he can play Boyd, you know, taking out the E and R and leaving just the C as the rack, as the float on the board.
You know, this is the end game. So you have to tidy up what you have been, your leads.
Yes.
So Mr. Jina Edwin is a kind of board expert. So at this stage of the game, I feel Mr. Edwin will try to block unnecessary food that will not allow him to win the game.
Yes, I mean, he's leading with about 40 points, if I'm not mistaken. This is 339 to 299. He's leading up with about 40 points. So if he plays Boys for 19 points, he extends his lead to 59 points, leaving ES on his rack, which is not a bad leave at all. It's actually a very good leave, you know, and leaving the C as the only float. And Mr. Igali Precious has AESONFF. I really do not think there's a bingo to the F to the C that I can see. So yes, if he's being defensive at this point in time, I really do not think it's bad. You know, I mean, it's scoring and it's taking out the E and the R as floats. Okay, so he has about 7 minutes on the clock and he's really taking his time to make his decision, because every decision matters. Also considering the fact that this is a team event and everyone's game matters, you know. His game might be the game that they need to win this round against Team Bielsa. 13 or Sin Taos. The Z is still out. Yes, it's still anyone's game. It's still anyone's game. It's still anyone's game. And also, there's this juicy spot. The A for the Z, about 40 something points. So yes, it's still anyone's game at this point.
Kwaku's best choice is Boyd. And concerning the fact that PSG is outside,
Yes, B
I
is
don't
there.
think Master John want to play that Boyd.
Yes,
So-
yeah, we're also considering that because if he had the Z, then the BEZ would have been a wonderful setup, you understand? But it doesn't have the Z. His opponent doesn't have the Z, but he doesn't know that. So I don't think he wants to take any chances.
I also see another hotspot for the Z. So I'm very sure Master John will not play Boyd because he wants to open other spots for Z again.
Yes,
And check here, that's on C7. So I see a hotspot for the Z.
yes.
So I trust Master John in this scenario. He's going to make the best choice that will favor him. He won't want to give much to his opponent to come back to the game.
Yes, yes, and I can imagine the amount of pressure they might be feeling. I've been in situations like that where you think your opponent has the tile and only for you to go into the bag and fetch the tile yourself, can be really, really crazy. Like I said, Scrabble is it's a mind game. The bag promises you nothing. You cannot tell what your opponent has. You might be struggling with tiles and your opponent is struggling with tiles as well. So 339, 299. Master John Ayedu from Team Lagos to move. And the players have been playing, very well with their rack. Other than it's Dines by Master John Ayedu, I do not think there have been any suboptimal moves. And I think one of the reasons why S-Dines was not challenged was because it gives Mr. Igali Precious his necessary floats for alienate. With 4 minutes on the clock, Master John Ayedu to move. It's really taking his time on this move because it might be a decider. I can imagine what's going on in his head, thinking his opponent has the Z. And it's very funny, you know. All right, I can also see botties. Botties will mean it has to, burn the S, and it's taking out the E floats. The R is still a float if he plays botties for 32, which makes him extend his lead to 72 points. It's taking out the E float and the C float if he decides to play botties. Wow, time is really, really running fast. Pastor John Ayedu to move still. $339, $299, 2 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Wow. I really hope he doesn't need more time when it's we have already approached the end game. I think at the end of the game, I really hope he doesn't need more time to make decisions because it might actually run into time deficits. I mean, 2 minutes left. Wow.
I get the reason why Master John is taking his time here because considering what's outside, the Z is outside, the S is outside, so they don't want Igali to shock him from where they don't know.
Yes, yes.
So that's why he's taking his time, checking the bag. If I track draw, what should I do that will make me to win this game? So I understand, but he needs to do that on time because
Wow, 1 minute, 30 seconds left on Master John Ayedu's clock. I can only imagine the pressure that he's feeling. Oh, I think they've paused the time to reconcile scores. Okay. I think, yes, it's necessary because at this point, you really do not want to be making any mistakes. I can imagine the amount of pressure he's feeling, considering the fact that his game might be the game he still needs to, secure the win for this round. So it's a lot of pressure on both players at this point. And Scrabble is a very funny game. I mean, what an irony. One player has 1 minute, 30 seconds left, and the other player has whole 13 minutes. Wow.
Well, this advisors, we are going to the fast states very fast.
Wow. But saves. Yes. It's this. Okay, I think this is Big Bites. I think it's playing Bites, Bittes. Oh, and I think it has been challenged. Challenge off. Wow, 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 wow. This is really, really, really. This is really massive. This is really massive. Considering the fact that he wasted a whole lot of time on this move, only for him to lose his turn eventually. Wow, the pressure is as real as it gets. Wow, wow. It's really a lot of pressure right now. It's a lot of pressure. Okay, Mr. Igali Precious just made a move. I'm not so sure what that is. Okay, I think he committed a play of phrase for 33 points, and he went to draw the Z. 16 seconds left on Master John this time, and wow, zone being played. Zone. All right, Mr. John Ayedo, I think he played. Is this Bay? Yes, I think he played Bay before. Yes, I think he played Bay before, and then we see zone, and now zone 7 seconds left. Oh, what am I saying? He has flagged. Wow, wasted a lot of time on that move, and eventually, losing his turn is very, very serious. And the lead is now in. Mr. Igali is now in the lead. The game is now in his favor. Wow.
What do you feel would have made Master John to lose this game? Because he was winning and all of a sudden everything changed for Master John.
Yes, I think the time he, wasted on making that move and then eventually losing his turn. I mean, if he did not lose his turn and, he scored, yes, maybe the game would have been different, but now the game is really, really close. 375, 373. Wow, the game is over and Mr. Igali Precious has won the game. 375, 414. Master John Ayedo ran into a time deficit of 45 seconds, which is 10 points penalty. Wow, wow.
I'm sure Master John will be like, how to time this game?
Yes,
Game
because
that I was in charge of.
Yes, and considering what pressure can do, pressure, the heat, it's a lot on the players wasting that much time on that move, only for it to be a wrong move. Wow. Wow.
So the brilliant thing about Scrum is that stop sometimes when you're playing the game, don't overthink too much.
Yes.
Just
yes.
play what you have on your rack. Once you start overthinking, Does my opponent have this? What should I do? What should I not do? Sometimes you tend to enter trap.
Yes, it's a lot to process because as at the time when he was going to play the body, his opponent did not have the Z. Now, if he had not lost his turn, he might have picked the Z and the game might have gone the other way. You know, from leading with 40 points to losing with about almost 50 points. Wow.
Final score: Team Bayelsa versus Team Lagos. A match between Ikenne Precious and John Aedun. Ikenne Precious won with 424, while John Aedun won with 375. This round is not over till we get the other result of the other people that played. So after that, we'll know if it's Team Lagos that won or it's Team Bayelsa.
Yes, that is the beauty of, you know, a team event. Yes, that's the beauty of a team event because Team Lagos might not have lost round if the other two players, you know, win their match. Thank you very much for staying with us. We'll back this round 4.